Greg, July the 16th, we're back at Bolton at the Reebok, and it's fight number 5, I think, is it for you, mate?
That's the one.
We've got a good opponent, a kid who's not been on our shows for a long time, who's regular on our shows. Liam Richards, Rocco.
Yeah.
But one thing is, I think you're going to be his 90th fight. I think he's only been stopped once in those 90 fights. I think it's 77 losses on there, so he's got a very good winning record early on in his career, and then he chose to go on the road. But never been stopped until he met a kid called Shaquille Valley. I think it was I'm pretty sure it was at Preston at the Guildhall. Oh, what a magnificent shot he threw an uppercut, stepped to the side, and threw an uppercut right through the middle, and put him flat out. Normally ridiculously tough and ridiculously durable.
Cool. He's like me then.
Well, you know, you're one of my guilty pleasures, mate. I really enjoy watching you fight, mate. You've and this, you might say I'm being disrespectful, because it's technically not always necessarily perfect and everything, but you are relentless. You just never leave anyone alone. You don't give them time to breathe, and it's such a pleasing style. Very, very entertaining, mate. What is it, you know, as the Bolton Brawler?
I don't know, I've not coined a name yet.
Where are you from, Bolton?
Not an official name.
Is where you from?
Well, I was born in Bury, but I've moved to Bolton when I was probably
well, you're the Bolton
3
Brawler.
or 4 years old, so I've always lived there, I've always been at school here and brought up in Bolton.
I know your fights have been at Bolton as well, haven't they?
Yeah.
So it's a lucky place for you. Unbeaten, well, you're unbeaten anyway.
Yeah.
Like I say, last time out you fought Lee Connolly, and Lee was asking me about you, because I'd gone to do an interview with some of his colleagues where he trains up at Manor Boxing, and I said, I don't know. I said, I can't tell you. I said, I don't know if he's brilliant or if he's I don't know. I said, you'll have to tell me after you fought him, and you beat him 60-54, and he come up to me afterwards and went, you're right, he's good. He said,
he came to fight, didn't he?
Of course he did.
He came to fight and he got a win the week after, because I think you were a bit disappointed with how it went with us, because he came to win. He was ready for a win. So he thought, right, I'm taking one.
Well, you know, he's no reason to think he can't, because normally the people that beat him are talented amateurs who've had a lot of fights. You didn't have that many amateur fights.
No.
You've come to the sport late. I think you're 31 now. You know, that was your first step up, because you were doing 6 rounds as well. You know,
second 6th rounder that way.
Is that all you fought the Israel kid who was only in your 3rd fight you stepped up to 6 rounds. So I like what you're doing. I really enjoy it. I'm really looking forward to seeing you.
He won 9 out of 10, didn't he? So it was a reasonable good fight that.
But I think it was 8-1, wasn't he? 8-1.
It was 8-1.
Yeah.
8 out of 9. Yeah.
Or 7-1. Yeah. Listen, it wasn't someone that you'd normally pick, and certainly not for your first 6th rounder. So you keep surprising people constantly. So it can't be lucky.
Making a bit of that.
I think it's just because you are one of the guys who's a consummate pro. You just, when they say you finish, you carry on.
Yeah.
You just love training, don't you?
Yeah, you've got to do the extra, haven't you? They'll do what's necessary. You've got to go above and beyond, don't you?
Well, you do.
If you want to get better, improve, and be the best at what you can be.
Like I say, and you don't know what that is yet, do you? Where do you feel? You've had 4 fights now, right? You've had 4 good fights against not the typical people that you'd expect. Lee Connolly was the typical journeyman, actually, and the first time you got one, I think your first kid was a debut and you knocked him out. Your second fight was Quinny, who's a handful for anyone.
It's been a while, hasn't it, since then now? Seemed pre-COVID, that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Seems like
it wasn't good for you, that was
many moons ago.
Yeah. Wasn't good for you, though, was it, really?
COVID?
No, because it took away 2 years. At your age, when you're learning, those are 2 very important years for you. But you're a kid who feels that you're in this for the long haul. You want to be in this game for as long as you can, and if you've got a box to your 40 to be the champion that you want to be, you're game to doing that, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, what else am I going to do?
I don't. Listen, it's a bloody tough, horrible sport, and the way you push yourself must take a toll on you. But you seem just to be really enjoying it and loving it.
I think that's important. If you love what you're doing, I mean, I'm grateful. I write down every day what I'm grateful for. I'm living the dream. I mean, I don't have to.
Do you love being here as well at Elite?
Oh yeah.
It seems to be a real fantastic atmosphere for a new fighter.
You know yourself, you go to a lot of gyms, there's nothing like it, is there?
Well, this one's a bit of a special place, isn't it?
Most gyms are open 2 or 3 times a week, 6 till 8. You know, this one, we're all there every day. You got people coming and going constantly, you got people you're going to see everywhere who are associates of the gym. Yeah. So it's great, you know.
Well, hopefully they're all going to get behind you like they've been doing.
And that's another thing, yeah.
They'll be cheering you on July the 16th.
That's another thing, got them to thank for that, because it's the community and they get involved.
Yeah.
As a late starter, you know, I didn't get a chance to build up over 10 years a big fan base. So, lucky to have a tight-knit, close little community here where I've made some fans.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm one of them, mate. I'm one of them because I really love what you bring to the table every time. I'm excited to see what you bring. You told me you're going to bring something new to the table this time, so.
Yeah, every fight. I mean, I like coming forward, but I've got other skills, but I don't always show them because I know what people want to see. They expect me to just be that pressure fighter, and if I do anything less, they might be a bit disappointed.
You've made a run for your own back then, have you? Yeah. By being this pressure fighter. This entertaining pressure fighter. Well, listen, I know I'm going to enjoy it. Like I say, hopefully I will be chatting to you after the fight and saying win number 5 and
first little milestone ticked off 5-0.
5-0.
Yeah. I'd just like to say thanks to the sponsors and all the coaches.
Well, you give me all the sponsors' logos and we'll run them through the video. So as we've been talking.
I think you've got. I'll send them you again.
Well, we'll send them again, but whatever, because some might have come, you might have had a few new ones. Whatever it is, you know you can't do this without them. So hopefully you go on, put on a good performance, and that repays them somewhat.
Oh, thanks, Lee. Cheers.
Greg,
I'll see you
take care, mate.
Nice one.
Bye.
For all boxing info, news, and latest interviews, amateur and pro across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.